Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Entropy Universe here on Whelp Squad TV. Today, we're going to be continuing our Molisk Apocalypse. This is day 3 now. We have killed over 1,000 mobs already. I'm hoping to get another 500 tonight. I think we're going to pop another skill pill, not 100% sure. I may give it a few minutes. I know I'll probably end up waiting even just a couple more minutes. I may have a friend join in tonight. He may join in on the fun. We might start a team up and stuff and get on Discord. Not 100% sure yet, but we're gonna just start in with a hunt really quick. But yeah, we're gonna have a lot of nice mollusk slicing action for you tonight. Let me just get some music queued up for myself. I need to try and find some good music for the stream at some point here that we can actually play while the stream's going. There we go. Now I got everything loaded up. We can get him added. But look at that aggro range on the Fostervix. They don't mess around whatsoever. If he messages us, we can get him into this team. We can get a team started, and we'll get everything going. Let's get the. There's so many mollusks. There's just so many mollusks there. Oh, that's not good. Ah. Well, this is going to throw our numbers off immediately. Crap. Oh. That's not it either. We may have lost our sheet saying how much ped we've been spending on this hunt, which sucks. I was hoping to get a record of it. I'm gonna tear my garbage apart, I guess, after the stream is done. Really? You couldn't move to within range, stupid? It's a real pathetic amount of evades there. Trying to find my little post-it note that had all the stats on it for how much ped we started with before this hunt and how much is going into it, and now I'm going nuts trying to find it. I know the ped count that was on my blade. That much I remember. But I don't have how much my repair bills were the last 2 times. But I don't have time to think about that right now anymore because we got a skill pill we're using here. I don't want to get behind on our kill count this early. Oh, that was a good one. 11 pedder right there. Oh, 15. It was 15. There's an extra 4 ped there of shrapnel. I believe last stream we had 3 globals. If we can average three per hour, the way we've been doing it, and the reason why I say 3 per hour is because we're killing an immense amount of mobs every hour. So we almost need 3 globals to stay afloat per hour. $16 ped. See, I mean, that keeps us afloat too, just getting a ton of those. That's where we're heading next, right there. We're gonna get right in the middle of that. See that guy right there looks like a good center point. Everything should just come right at us, which is what we want. I'm hoping we're going to pop a couple tonight, though. It's always nice to get like an early global, so at least you don't feel so bad about the rest of the hunt. Right now we've had 2 minis that have equaled 30 ped, so I'm not too concerned yet because we have seen some decent loot rolling in. I wish I had that stupid post-it note, though, with that information on it. Oh, crap. I was hoping... This is a big run. I was hoping to get some actual numbers from it. We're doing a total of about 2,800 ped, somewhere around there. It's going to be about 2,800 ped total cycled on Molisk by the time this run's done. I'm keeping all loot with me. I see a green dot. I wonder if that's barter coming out of the cave. Because my buddy Barter's been hitting that cave up. The little mollusk instance that's in this area as well. There's quite a few mobs up here, but I think there's more behind me again. It looks like some just spawned downhill a bit. Nope. That's the one I want. Now everything will come to me. So the speed at which we're killing these things, coupled with that skill pill that I took a 50% skill booster. Look at how much percent of a level we're gaining. Now we're only, we're less than 13 minutes into our hunt. It's crazy. These things have the potential to hit big. I mean, there is some level 16 and 19 mollusks out here. So if you hit a multiplier on one of them, you could easily go into several hundred ped range. There was somebody out here, I think 2 times ago now. Like the first time I was out here maybe. And he hit a mollusk young for like 200 ped. So even the little ones can hit pretty good. That was a huge multiplier that he hit on that one. I know that. There's 5 point something peds right there. Is that 6 ped? So it seems like average loot right now is pretty decent. Alright, so it looks like we had a big group spawn up top again in the middle. We're going to collect these guys here on our way over to it. See this group here? This is where we want to be. Oh, yeah, no, it got nice and dense in here. Right here. This is where we want to be. Everybody should come to me now. There we go. Ah, yes. Come to me. So we've killed over 130 mobs already tonight. I believe. There's another 5 point something better. Our goal is like 500 an hour, but I was fidgeting around trying to find my piece of paper so much. I don't know if we'll hit 500 this hour. We'll come close. We'll probably hit like 480 or something like that. Should be at least that many mobs by the end of the hour. Oh! That's a good start. Not a bad start. We've been getting good average loots, and now that on top of it, that's a pretty good start. Show you guys how much we have left here on the blade itself. Then I have several hundred ped left there for repairing that melee amp. I think that person up the hill is taking it nice and easy, 1 kill at a time. At least that's what it looks like. We'll see. It might be barter. He might be running down here in a second and just starting to open up. We'll have to see what he's doing. I'd go check and see who it is really quick, but I don't want to use every second counts when you're using a skill pill. That was a good one too, jeez. Good night of loot so far. Ah, this is what I want right there. That's a dense group. The key to getting as much XP as you can, killing as many mobs as you can, is moving the least amount that you can. If you can have all the mobs just come to you and you can basically just auto-tool, just keep moving on to your next target, you're going to be able to kill a lot more mobs faster. Now, what's the downside? Downside is you're taking a little bit more armor decay, but I have done the tests now with this. My average armor decay per 100 ped spent is only about 4 ped on these guys. So, like, even while doing this, 4.5, 5 ped, I think I had maybe 5 ped per 100 ped once. But this has been working really good for grinding. Let's give that guy some space, huh? It looks like... Oh no, we're waddling already. All right, so we're gonna have to convert. We're gonna have to convert some stuff right after this bunch. One of these Molisk guardians could
now handle it!
It's potential from how many I'm killing. How many I'm going to be killing. It may not do it now. It may be thousands of mobs down the road, but we got the potential. Potential's there. For sure. I want that group, this group next. As soon as this boy's dead. Look at this group here. No, you know what? Let's be smart. While we're thinking of it. That's a lot of weight. That's a lot of weight. Much better. Our average is really decent so far. I would love to see at least a second global mixed in within, I don't know, let's say the next 100 ped worth. It'd be good to have one by then. Just a 20 pedder or something like that. If we can keep up like the 14 pedders though that we've been having right along, we're still doing really great. So right now, 13% of a level. 13% of a level in Knife Fighter with this skill pill right now. And we're only 24 minutes into the hunt. We lucked out really good. Yesterday's stream, we had like 2 or 3 really big skill boosts. I had one that was like 160% that lasted for 5 minutes. I had something else that was like 60% that lasted for 5 minutes, something like that. We did pretty good yesterday for skill boosts. Look at that. I'm gonna have to heal once. So how's everybody else's night going? Everybody having a pretty good time? Just got done a little earlier doing a stream with my friend in another game. We did pretty good. We had a lot of fun there. It's been a pretty decent night overall. Come on, my pretties, fly! There's a nice little group. I want to plant myself right in the middle of that. This looks beautiful. Oh, this is going to be so nice. Oh, yeah. That's so many mollusk. I think this is making up for my slow start earlier, as far as my kill speed. Because we're at about 250 kills already. And we haven't gotten through a half hour yet. So, we definitely made that time back. No tears yet, either. Been trying to at least get a .1. I'd love to get a .1 on this stupid Bycac Blix. I made sure to get this thing tiered up before I did this huge run on these Molisk. That was one thing I spent the money on. It came to just under 300 ped with markup to get this thing tiered, tier 7. One of these days in the future, once I'm done with this run, maybe I'll go and do one mega run. I've been waiting to do just, you know, not a really long, too expensive of a run, but I want to go kill at least a few very big mobs with this knife. I was thinking about taking it up to Crystal Palace and doing some Orleys, something like that. I was thinking about trying some Rex Tellum too. Might do some Rex Tellum. Because with damage enhancers and the melee amp trauma 4 on it, I think I found out I was going to be doing, it was at least 68 if it wasn't 72 DPS. Then you got to factor in my Imp Air Ace ring. There we go. That was all eye oil too, for the most part there, so we get a little bit of markup from that. Seeing that happened within that 100 or so ped that I was hoping it would happen, and so that's really good. Now, if we can get another one to happen within the next 20 or 30 ped, that would be sweet. I like getting, you know, low percent losses on a run. If you can come in 95% or higher on a big run, that's pretty sweet, but I would love to get a profit run every once in a while. I haven't had a real, honest-to-God profit run in, I don't know, 6 months? 7? 6 or 7 months. I don't know. I had one really good, I was doing the Tracegaron wave. It was when I was trying to get my Tracegaron mission done. And I kept grinding that Tracegaron wave. I had a 680 ped Hoff or something, so that was the only time when I really had a really good profit run. And that lasted me quite a while. I wouldn't mind, like, one of these boys right here, you know, hitting 200-300 peds. 12? I'll take 12. There's so many he became unreachable. Hang on. I got it. I gotta get a picture of that, sorry. Because this is just stupid. There's so many freaking mollusks out here. I've been waiting to find a good mollusk spawn for a very long time. I probably would have been grinding them last year if I knew this spot was here, or maybe the spot wasn't here. $300 mobs now, folks. 300 mobs so far this stream. In 35 minutes. Looked like that last one was about 4 peds. That was halfway decent. %22 of a level. Over halfway to level 141, 141 HP. That's gonna be nice. I've been getting so much HP since I switched back to melee. I spent a long time working on Laser Sniper, trying to get that up, and then I finally hit level 40, so I unlocked Coolness. And now, just from Coolness alone, that's 3 hit points right there worth of Coolness skill. So it's Coolness, once you get that at level 40, gives you 1 HP per 400 points of that skill. And I also have other skills mixed in there from melee weapons themselves that are giving me HP as well. And I hadn't done too much melee skilling after I unlocked some of them. I waited for everything until I had Coolness all set. So I'm getting a lot of skills from a lot of places right now. Ooh, 18.98 pet. I saw that. That was an almost. Yeah, I was wrong. I thought we were getting way behind in kills this run. I think we may actually be ahead. If this next group up the hill is dense enough, we'll be in a really good spot. Actually, it looks like... Yeah, this is good. There's a lot there. Nice. Oh, stupid Fostervix. I mean, you see one of those things coming out of the corner of your eye and you're like, damn, that's a big mollusk. Hey, how's it going, man? Come on, Mr. Molisk Gatherer. Let's see what you got. Nothing. Run's been going pretty good so far, man. We've had 2 globals already, and we're at 350 mob kills so far. 350 mobs killed. Up 26% of a level in Knife Fighter. Things are going pretty well. And I actually want to heal. That's only the 2nd heal click I've done tonight. Oh, you're off to bed, man? Alright. You have a good night. I know I need to be getting to bed soon myself to wake up early for work, but the Molisk are calling me, man. When the Molisk are calling me, I just have to go say hi. I'm trying just to do 1 hour a night on them. I have to. Trying to make some progress in the 5K. Alright, we're gonna run back uphill now, guys, because it looks like... Let's see what that is. Oh, it's barter. Oh, I keep hitting that button and it throws my damn weapon away. I hate that. That was 4.5. We gotta recycle some things here. Not recycle, we gotta convert. I think that's barter. See that purple dot? That's barter coming out here. Stupid. Why is the G button? I gotta figure out what's linked to the G button. Whenever I hit the G button, it puts my item away. Alright, we're gonna get barter in here in 1 second. Okay, 1 second, guys. Crap. Member mentions. Let me make sure I had that right. Crap. What's that number? 82. trying to get somebody added to a Discord here. 1 second. Home. Friends. Add a friend. One sec. Sorry, guys. No! Shit. All right, 1 second. Gotta do the be right back screen. All right, sorry about that, and sorry you had to see those hideous faces. Is my vehicle gone already? I was gone for 5 seconds. Are you telling me it already left? Great. Nope. Alright, so we're going to finish up this skill pill first before we do that. Oh my gosh, they are so thick. That's a lot of mollusk. Oh, I just got divine intervention. Well, we should at least come close to that number I was hoping to get to. As long as we're over 1,500 by the end of this hunt, then that's... Not by the end of the hunt, by the end of this this skill pill here. Then we're still doing really good. Yeah, it's looking like we're still ending up okay. Man, already another, just since we logged on there a few minutes ago, 4% of a level again. It's incredible how fast we're scaling this way. Alright. Let's see if we can get barter put into the Discord here. And we will show you while I'm working on this gorgeous view. I found out how to do this. You flip over the VTOL like that. Gorgeous view of all the mollusk on the hillside. All right, we're getting Barter here on the Discord with me here. We're gonna go probably another half hour. I think we're probably gonna go a half hour or so. That's a lot of mollusk. That is just solid mollusk on that hill. Hey, bud, you there? Oh.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, yep, sure can.
Yeah, I had it on push to talk, so.
Oh, that's okay. Let me get the levels working out here. All right, talk again.
Okay, how's that?
That's
Pretty
good. We're
Awesome.
good. I think we're good. Yeah.
I'll try not to shout.
That's okay. All right. So how you been, bud?
Yeah, I've been good, man. It's been a weird week. On 2 days it rained Monday and Tuesday, so I haven't been cutting no grass. I got to cutting grass today though, but I had like a full plate. I did like 6 yards today.
I know you're always busy with stuff.
Tired, man.
Chat, I gotta tell you, this is the busiest man I've met in my entire life. I tell you right now, Bart, I've never met a busier man than this individual right here. He's lucky if he gets 3 hours sleep.
I try to get from about 10 p.m. I try to cut it, but that doesn't always happen. You know.
Yeah.
Try to get up at least at 5 a.m. on my days off, but I mean, when I do TJ Maxx
on your days off.
Yeah, on my days off.
Which are
TJ
when?
Maxx. Yeah, generally are Monday through Thursday, or my work days for my business, I guess, and then I do TJ Maxx through the weekend.
Right.
Friday through Sunday for health insurance. No, it's kind of degrading actually working there because I'm just like I gotta keep in my mind health insurance.
Right.
You know.
So you get good health insurance through them at least then?
Oh man, that's excellent, man. You can get it's like almost $50 a week comes out of your check at TJ Maxx, but it's like a $300 deductible.
Oh wow.
And they cover like, almost everything. It's like
That's
I think
good.
like a 90/10 or something.
That's a really good, yeah.
So there are a lot of people that yeah, go ahead.
I'm paying about $130 a month right now, and I have a huge deductible. That's my problem. My deductible's $1,500 in network, $3,000 out of network.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the sad thing is, for some states, that's still considered low. Like, I'm still in a decent bracket for New York. It's the weirdest thing. You would think, like, Florida, they'd have it figured out so that healthcare down there would be better. Because, that's where everybody goes to retire, right? They got all the old folks down there, right? They have, like, the worst fucking healthcare costs in that state.
Oh, gosh.
I mean, deductibles down there are between, like, $6,000 to $10,000 for a deductible. And then, like, it's $600-$700 a month for somebody, like, in their late 50s.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's, I mean, just my uncle told me. It's like $700 a month for him. It's insane. How the hell do you do that? That's ridiculous.
I know, like, it's crazy because, like, I've used Metashare.org a few times in my life to get health care, and it's like $500 a month.
Right.
But you gotta, like, budget that shit, you know? Like, it's
Oh,
almost
yeah.
like you work at a job for so long, you're just saving money up, and then you're just like, well, I'm gonna go without my job, and then it's just 500 a month, just pow, you know, coming out of your checking account. And you need to have it because it's just like, man, if something happens to you and you don't have it,
it's
I
true.
mean, God, you gotta file bankruptcy.
Exactly. It's crazy. Things got really messed up like that. Used to be relatively affordable, now things are all messed up. But at any rate, things in game have been going pretty damn good. I've been skilling ultra fast on my knife fighter skill.
That's awesome, man.
So I finally got up to where I'm using the Blix. I'm level 27, like 27.7, somewhere around there right now. Where am I? 27.6? 27.69. And I'm going up with this thing on Molisk. So it's 550 ped an hour to use this Blix with an amp. So it's not terrible, but that, you know, that's cycling a lot of ped. So I'm hunting really fast, and it's coming out to where I'm getting like 25%, 26% of a level without a skill pill an hour. So just on these Molisk, it's pretty damn good skill gain.
Yeah, I'm pretty impressed with them. Like, overall, for the loot return here has been great. Like,
oh yeah, because you can kill a lot. You got a lot of maturities that are strung out here, so you can kill the little ones really super quick, and then you get a few nice bigger ones that are mixed in. You know, I mean, those gatherers and shit, the scavengers, you have a chance to hoff on those things.
Yep.
You know, level 19 mob, that can push it. Not that big of a multiplier, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Doesn't need that big of a one. There was a guy here the other day on a young hit over 200 ped. He was standing 10 feet away from me. I was so pissed.
Yeah.
I was happy for him though, so it made his day definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, that's so unfair. Oh, my camera just, you know, like the camera pans out and gets into that freeze frame, like when you're about to global. You know, kind of like it rearranges itself. My camera just did that, but I think it was because a mob stepped out of the way, and it just did that, and it gave me nothing. Oh god, that was just a huge letdown.
Yeah, I got an exciting thing happening Saturday, man. I'm actually taking a day off from work for it.
Wow, what's going on?
I had entered for a sweepstakes to win a truck. 2019 Dodge Ram 1500.
Yeah.
With the 4x4. I said it was worth like $54,000 or some shit, but I don't really think it is. I think they're just lying to me. But anyway,
you'd be surprised. I mean, those Silverados. I mean, like a Chevy Silverados are like 60 grand. Yeah. So trucks are expensive.
So Van Art Furniture put the contest on, and I guess they had the Expressway Dodge here in Evansville donated one of their trucks, sort of like as their 1 year birthday like extravaganza thing.
Yeah.
And so my name got picked.
No
and,
shit.
They called me today, and you have to like roll dice for it. So they give you like 6 dice, and you have to spell out Van Art or whatever furniture. I mean Van Art out of the 6 die. So not damn near impossible, but you know it's worth a shot. You know.
Yeah.
I mean,
so you didn't get the truck yet. You got entered for the ability to get said truck.
Yeah, I have the opportunity to actually
Gotcha.
roll it.
I was getting excited. I thought you actually won the damn truck.
It's just I mean it's like I look at it and I think, you know, if there's 100 people that's gonna be there, apparently they're gonna do like groups of 10.
Yeah.
And then everybody gets like a prize that shows up or whatever. So I'm guaranteed like a prize, maybe, you know, could be anything from an oil change to a gift certificate, but I mean, it's a chance to win a truck.
And you get a day off too. I mean, that's you need a day off, definitely.
I told the guy, I said if I win it, I'm gonna you know, do donuts in the parking lot over there, you know, with it.
I don't blame you. That would be
horsepower to
awesome.
actually do it. I actually don't think it's got enough horsepower to do it. I don't know, it might. I don't
Well,
know.
how
It's an
big?
automatic, so
How big's the engine in it?
I think it's got the. It's just weird to me because it's maybe got some kind of eco freaking motor in it. It's a
Yeah.
new 2019. I think it might have the e-torque transmission in it, and I've
Yeah.
heard nothing but bad about that truck.
Really?
So if I do win it, it'll probably be for sale as soon as I get it.
Yeah. The only trucks that I've heard that were any good for, and there's a problem with them too. Cause like my neighbor, he works for GM, so I get to hear on all the inside shit of what's going on, right? So he says the Silverados are junk. Like even for what they are, for their price, they're junk. The only good truck that they really make is the Colorado, which is a smaller truck, you know. And it's got one problem. Everything else on the truck's fine. Its all-wheel drive system sucks. It is terrible. To engage that all-wheel drive, sometimes it doesn't engage right, and it makes this like weird stuttering. It's this weird like skidding motion when you're going at lower speeds. I don't know how to explain it because I had to drive it. I had to take my car into the shop, and they gave me a Colorado to drive as a loaner, right? So I experienced this during the winter firsthand, and it was terrible. It was like the wheels wouldn't want to turn right, and it was something having to do with the all-wheel drive. The guy had told me that is something that they're working on, but that's kind of normal for the truck. And I'm like, well, that shouldn't be normal for a truck. That should not be normal for a truck.
No. I'm looking at actually, like, if I do win it and what they say is true, it being worth that much, I definitely would sell it. So my wife's wanting a Honda Odyssey. You could buy a Honda, like an older Honda Odyssey in an older truck.
Right.
With the proceeds, because
Oh,
I just rather get a big dually.
Right.
You know, with diesel in it for my business, because man, you know, I could just.
Oh yeah, be a haul anything you want. Oop, that was a 12 pedal right there. That's not bad.
I don't care about no e-torque transmission. I mean, it ain't gonna compete with the diesel.
My next door neighbor has like the truck. If you wanted the truck, oh my god, he's got the truck of dreams next door. He's got the Ford F350 with the V10 engine.
Yeah, it's a nice truck.
That's a nice truck. I know my dad's been going absolutely nuts thinking about getting a truck, but he just knows he can't afford it right now.
Well, the truck I'm using right now, man, is a $3,000 truck, man. It's a
Really?
1996 Dodge Ram 1500. It's got a rebuilt motor and transmission in it. Guy that I got it from took a huge loss on it.
Oh, jeez. Did he just have it for a while and he needed to get rid of it?
It's really an interesting story. He, the father had it, and he basically, the motor was getting like seriously worn in it because it was so old.
Right.
So he was just like, well, I'm just gonna take it in, and so Jasper Motor and Transmissions, he had them install, you know, rebuilt motor and transmission. They have like 100,000 mile warranty on the motor and transmission on it.
Yeah.
So he had that put in. You know, he dropped all the money in that. I think he dropped almost 8,000.
Oh God.
In that, and then after putting the motor and the transmission in the truck, it still needed some work. Like for one reason or another, when they started putting the parts on the motor, like they didn't change out. They didn't put like new alternator. They just put the old alternator on there.
Right.
A lot of the sensors weren't, you know, like they were old. So that pretty much the guy that got the truck, the son, he inherited it after the father died, and then so he wound up dropping more money into the truck.
Yeah.
To fix it up for his son, because the son was going to go to college and drive back and forth to college.
So that's why he did it. Okay.
So then his son was like, well, I don't want that gas guzzler, you know, because it sucks gas. It's a big truck, a V8.
After all that work, he didn't even talk to him about it before.
And so, yeah, he dropped another, like, I think he dropped maybe another $800 into it. And so then at that point, he sold it for $3,000. I'm looking at, okay, rebuilt motor, rebuilt transmission, dropped another $800 in it. And then I was asking myself, well, how much money do I have to drop into it?
Right.
So, I wound up dropping another $1,000 into it to get it the way that I wanted.
Right.
So it runs just like a new truck.
Well,
I
that's
can
good.
take
Well, it
it
sounds like it's got a
anywhere,
whole new
look,
engine set up now, so you should be good for a long time then.
Yeah, new engine, transmission. Put new O2 sensors in it, new muffler, new Cadillac converter, just
Damn.
new shocks. I put the cruise control didn't work in it. Put new cruise control in it.
All
I'm just
right.
doing this stuff myself. Switched out the idle control. It's like a valve, like an idle control valve. Switched that out. Put a new map sensor in it. Air filter. All new vacuum lines. Wires, cap,
Yeah.
coil, everything underneath there. New spark plugs all the way
Jesus.
around. I
You
just
now you did
checked
most
it
of that.
out.
Saying you did a lot of that stuff yourself.
Yeah.
Wow.
Man, after I got done, I was just like, dang, that's like
You can
dry
just strip
as
that
freaking
entire car
miles.
apart anytime you want to, basically.
But yeah, I can load a 16-foot trailer up with it with everything and be on a 70-degree hill and just gun it straight up it. You know what I mean?
That's awesome.
But for the price, I mean, it's just outrageous. I mean, I'm only interested in this because I could win a truck, you know what I mean? I have to pay the sales tax on it,
Right.
but for me dropping, 40, 50K on a truck, it's just really pointless because of, what you spend for the insurance, full coverage and
Oh
all that
yeah.
stuff. Because,
Yeah,
you
and
own it.
buying a brand new truck, something like that expensive of an item, it's not worth it. Because the second you drive it off the lot, you instantly lose 10,000. The
Yep.
second you drive it off the lot, and then after your first year, you're already down so much money. That's why you get a car that's 1 or 2 years old at least, and it's a lot cheaper.
Yep. That's what I'm looking to do with that. Just sell it, get the money, and then get a Honda Odyssey and probably get a dually for myself. That'll be my second truck, so I'll have two trucks
Right.
for backup. So there's a company in Smithsburg, Maryland that I've been looking at called the ramprack.com.
Yeah.
And they started a business I guess it was kind of like late last year. And they basically have it's kind of like it connects to the bed of the truck, and then it's got a ramp that comes out like 4 foot past the bed. So I want to get myself like an 8-foot dually. That way I have the two wheels on the back to give stability.
Right.
And then have it come out 4 foot behind the bed, which gives me the 8-foot bed plus another 4 foot.
Yeah, you
Which should give me about 12 foot.
You need to have, for the stuff like you're doing, you need to have that bigger bed on the not a lot of people get that. It's so rare. Most people only get like the 6-foot bed. I don't understand that. If you have a truck, what's the use of that damn truck if you can't fit a 4x8 sheet of plywood in the back of it? You know what I mean? That's the way I'm looking at it.
But then I'm just looking to throw up, a 33-inch stand-on mower. They should actually stand on the back of it.
Yeah.
And then put that up in between like the wheel wells, because the wheel wells in the bed, kind of stick that up in there, and then put like a 54 or 61-inch stand-on behind that.
Right.
And then that way I don't have to pull a trailer, because the trailer will actually be on the truck bed itself. And that way when I do like gas stations and stuff, I don't have to like walk in the gas station with a 12 or 16-foot trailer and all this and have people get mad at me.
Right.
So you just pull in, back up, back the truck up, just pull into a spot, drop the gate down, and just drive the motors right off. You know what I mean?
Right.
Do my thing, throw it back up there, and go. So I mean, there's a lot of benefits to that. I just wanted a dually for the stability of getting in up the ramp and down the ramp.
Yeah.
So it don't wobble as much, with all that weight and stuff. But
Yeah, I know that makes a lot of sense.
I'll probably be the only one in Evansville that's actually have this set up, because nobody has actually bought anything from this area for the ramp rack or whatever. So
Oh, no kid. Ooh, that was 16 Petter. Had a 16. Maybe they're warming up again. I'd like it if they warmed up a bit. Have you had anything? I haven't checked the Globalist. Did you hit one at all?
I've had a global. Yeah, I've had some decent little minis and stuff, like 12 pads, 14 padders.
Yeah,
That's been adding up. So
yeah, that's all you need, really.
yeah, just keep those minis coming in.
Yeah, you don't need too many. I got two 30-ish pad globals, that one, but that last hunt, that 500 50 ped, whatever it was that I did, you know, and I figure like 2 to 3 globals I need minimum to stay alive during that, on top of a bunch of minis and stuff.
Yeah.
So I did okay. I did fair on that one. But it looks like this, I'm getting quite a few minis. I had one that was about 12 or so a second ago too, so that was good.
Yeah, I have on my list to do Kerberos and stuff, and I know I'm going to be getting just a shit ton of animal muscle oil. So I'm just going to save all this freaking eye oil up and then do a simple one conductor's run. And I build some of that skills up on that, so...
Yeah, what skill? What is that? Is that mechanical engineering? Which is that what that one is?
Yeah, it's electronics.
Electronics. It was electronic. Okay.
Yeah. I've been working tools quite a bit lately.
Oh, have
with
you?
The Gyro 2, White Gyro Fap 2.
Oh, no kidding.
And that's actually a
So you've been liking that print then?
Yeah, man. It's just thyroid oil and listin oil. Pretty simple.
I have 33.66 pad worth of Molisk enamel buttons.
Yeah. It's I just don't know. Like, I'll have to look at what blueprints use those things, but
It's all like the basic shirt and stuff like that.
Yeah,
all your tailoring things. And they're not. It's a shame too. Like if this is back in the day and we were doing this, we would be making so much money on mollusks right now.
Yeah,
because they were 400% back in the day. The buttons, they were 400%, and then for the longest time, they were still like, I don't know, 200, 250%. Still, oh wow, that was a 19 pedder right there. Come on, you couldn't give me one more damn ped.
Yeah, you're right under that global, man.
That was one ped under that global. That was so stupid. Oh, and then something gives me 5 ped after that. Come on, you can't just tack that onto that, you know?
Yeah, man, they used to have a heck of a markup. I don't know if Valbone still has decent markup or not.
I'm wondering about files too. You know, I was looking through all the file stuff for like the rewards and things like that. I'm trying to figure out if their mission's worth it. Because I'm basing everything on, you know, your potential, what you're gonna get at loot, obviously. But my big thing I've been going into lately is HP per level. So that's like my big deciding factor is whether or not a mission chain's worth it for me. Yeah. Because if you can get a mob that's like Molisk, their average is around 21 hit point per level. That's their average. Most mobs are like 30 or 40, okay? And then you find a special couple of mobs. Merp, the lower maturities are around 10. That's why Merp are awesome. Oro is actually less. Oro is like 7 for a young Oro. I think it's like 7.5 hit point per level, something like that. It's really low because they have like level 7 for 50 HP. So they're like a Merp but better. There's just no really good place to hunt them. You know, there's no huge spawn. That's the problem with these planets, that they're not having ultra concentrated spawns. This may be like the most ultra concentrated spawn of anything on this entire planet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a pretty good spawn here of them.
I can't think. It's the only mob I've seen. What just went? Did you just lose your divine?
Yeah, I need to put it back on, but...
I gotta tell you, man, it's worth it to wear the armor on these guys. I've been doing tests. I've only been taking between 4 and 5 ped armor decay per 100 ped spent.
Yeah, nice. Well, there's my death. I'll probably slap some armor on here. Maybe some Nemesis, maybe.
Oh, yeah, you're a Nemesis with a dodge, right? Is it adjusted Nemesis or is it basic Nemesis? I forget.
Just basic, whatever.
Dude, you should upgrade that shit. Get that dodge percentage up there, because then you'll be saving money on the decay and shit, too. So, Hijacker told me something really cool about that percentage dodge, though. It's something that's good to keep in mind. That percentage is not permanent. It's not. It doesn't work the same on every mob. It only works if you have the evade or dodge skills to actually match it.
Oh, okay.
So that's not like every incoming attack. So like let's say your evade is level 20. So
Yeah.
you can hunt mobs evade that are level 20 and lower and be able to expect that. Because it basically plays off of that basic principle of the level that you need to be matched accordingly for the evade of a mob.
Okay.
So
Cool.
that's what I found out. It's like your hermetic rings. If you wanted to use like an expensive hermetic, not hermetic, is it the Athenic rings, which help with the dodge. They go off of the evade too. So like if you go and you fight like a level 60 mob and you only got level 30 evade or whatever, it basically doesn't work. It basically is a 0%.
Oh, I gotcha.
So that's from what I understand, or at least significantly decreased. So
Yeah, I'm
that
right under 40 right now for evade. So.
oh, that's really good. So you can fight a good majority of the mobs around then and be able to get that bonus then.
Yeah, man, it helped it helped a lot doing those snargs today, doing the snarg stalkers and the
Did it?
Connors, man. They were just doing them naked and stuff, but I was using the gyro, the combat fap or whatever.
Yeah, how's that thing been working for you? Has it been working good?
I really like it, man. It's not the most eco thing in the world, but I mean, with the, with taking what I had and putting it into deeds, I'm getting that deed revenue every day, so I'm not
Right.
really terrible worried about it.
Right, because what you pay for that? When you paid 3K and the one you had was like 8K, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I
that's
just drop that money back into deeds.
right. And you're getting you're probably not getting close to this. You're not getting anywhere near the same heals, but still,
Yeah.
you're still doing good with it. It's better than a mod 2350 by far, I think.
Yeah, it's fast, man. I got all the heal enhancers on it.
Right.
Up to, I think 5 it is. 2 or 5 or whatever. It kicks out about 56 or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we figured out it kicks out the same exact mine except double the speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm kicking out about 56, but I'm only at 22, and yours is at like 40 uses, right? Something like that. Is it close to 40? 38?
Let me check real quick. I think it's What's it? Yeah, 40.
40, yeah. That's pretty great.
Yeah, it's 44.1 to 58.7 40 per minute.
I would love it if the Gyrofap 30 came up on auction. I'd love to get one of those. But I lucked out with the FAP that I got. I just have to level a lot in order to be able to use it. I got mine so stupid cheap. I got the adjusted Heduk SK50.
Yeah.
And I only paid, I was TT plus 375. The thing is tier 3. So that was really good. Oh, that was a 16 petter right there. That's not bad. Oh, shit. I might... Don't you dare. I had like multiple crits in a row. There we go.
There we go. That's pretty good. It's like almost 17 pads there.
That's good. I think it's been helping. I've seen more people out here. I have a feeling a few people have probably seen it on the stream or something like that, and have come out here. I know the guy that was out here with me last. No, he wasn't watching the stream though. But It was so funny. I just saw it in the chat, and I was like, "Well, that helped." And I'm like, and I scroll up, and it's like 220 pet. I was like, "Oh Jesus."
Yeah, it'd be nice to hit that right now, about 220.
Yeah, no, that would help me a ton. I need it. I haven't had a positive hunt. Like really feel like you're gaining something like in a long time. I've had a few hunts come in, or like I'm 10, 15 pet ahead or whatever, but whatever. The last hunt before that I probably lost 30, so no big deal.
Yeah.
I can't say. The last hunt I think that came in really good was when I was hunting Owikos. I think it was when I was hunting Owikos on Arc. I had a 384 pet Hoff, something like that.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, so that was a good one. And before that, it was my 600 and something ped Trace Karan. That was a gift to me after basically it was like I was only a few thousand points from completing the mission. I did do it that night, and I got that. It was my little gift for completing the mission twice.
Dang.
Because I completed that fucking Trace Grom mission back, when I had my first avatar, and I completed again on this one.
Yeah.
So it was like a little
I
bit
haven't
of
really had anything big on Trace Grom. Well, I guess maybe after the wave spawn thing, I've hit
I think you've hit a decent one out there, popped over just over 100 or something. Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy how, like, when you're such a noob playing this game, you just, like, you hit something like 160 or 170, you're like, oh my gosh, it's amazing,
Right.
But then when you get up to, like, level 50 or 60, you're just like, eh.
Yeah, I need like 5 more of those to get my, to cover my hunting bill this time. Which is sad.
It's where you at 2K, 3K, 4K mark, you're just like, oh, that was good,
Yeah, I get my 33 pad globals. I give it a little fist bump in the air a little bit, but nothing not too exciting, It's got to be over 100 for me to get a real response. Because like I said, 550 pad an hour to keep this thing swinging. It adds up.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm almost a 4K out of 5K now on these Mollisks, so
That's good.
just do the 5K thing.
Past 3 nights, I've killed 1,700 of them.
Gosh. It's awesome.
I'm trying to decide what I want to do. Like, when I get the 5K done, I may take a break, like a little bit of a break. And I might go try another mob for a bit. I might do like a lower mission on something. I was thinking it might be fun. I might go to the Goki spawn and then finish like the first category or 2 for the Gokis.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Yeah, I think I'd like to do that. I checked their for a Goki young, it's 20 HP per level, so they have a really favorable level to HP ratio too. So
Yeah.
I think that would be kind of fun. I gained so many levels on Merps, it wasn't even funny.
Yeah, I just got burned out on some mobs like freaking Kerberos or whatever.
Which ones?
The
Kerberos?
Yeah.
You know why? They don't give you anything. They have one of the worst.
Yeah.
See, this is what Kerberos is, and why I haven't hunted them, is because they have one of the worst HP to level ratios in game. It's great for sweaters, so that's why like people are sweating the Kerberos all the time. They have a super high HP, but they hardly hit for anything, and they're very slow in their attack. That's why they have a very low level. So they're a really easy mob for people to be able to pump peds into, and also to be able to sweat. But at the same time, you're not getting a good return on your skill value for the money that's going into it. So that's the only reason why I haven't hunted them. But some people swear by them and say that they get really good loot. But I don't know. I'm trying to I'm so gung ho about getting my knife skilling down. I'm trying to focus on not what my return could be or what my loot is. I'm focusing more on how fast I can skill, basically.
Yeah.
I am rubber banding right now really bad. I might be disconnecting in a second.
Well, that was the main thing I focused on when I first started playing was just, man, getting profitable.
This is not good. I'm getting hit. I'm getting hit by like 30 of them right now. And oh man, this is massive system lag. Damn. Whoa. Yeah, there I am. Holy cow. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh god, I just rubber banded halfway across the damn hill. Oh, what's broken? Oh no. No. Crap.
Little Foster Dix is up here. Gosh dang.
I need to go up the hill a little bit. My freaking melee amp is dead.
Yeah, I remember Foster Vicks used to be decent, man. Like their high, was it their hides or something on it?
Something like that. When enough people were collecting that shit, there was a couple of good spots. Oh, do you remember? Was it out near Zykian? Is where we used to go?
Yeah, I used to
Something.
go where like that Merp Island is, out there like where or
Oh,
less
past them is Barry Cleat
past that.
Fostervix. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, there's like a ton of them out there.
Oh my god, yeah. I've gone through a lot of pets tonight. A lot of pets. Let's get wrong item. Just put my melee trauma amp into a refiner. That wouldn't have been good
No.
if that worked. 179.97 ped. How much for my armor? I gotta record all this. I had a little sheet with all my... Yeah, I'm averaging like four and a half ped decay on my armor an hour. I mean, per 100 pets spent. So that's not bad at all.
Sweet.
Even with all those hits getting taken. 227.12 ped. Gotta write that down. I lost a freaking post-it note I had with all my information on it for all my decay. I was trying to get an accurate thing of how I got return-wise on this.
Yeah.
And I think I've lost it, so I'm really upset about that. Surprised I haven't gotten more than one T-Rap amp. I've only gotten one T-Rap so far since I started this mega grind, and I got one electric chip. Oh my god, there's so... You know why? I ran across this entire field. But look at how dense this is right now, partner, because of my rubber banding. I think I dragged them all to one spot.
Yeah, it's a big pile of them.
Well, might as well join the party.
Yeah, I know these little babies loot those electric 4 unlimited chips. 'Cause I looted one out at their Chinook River.
Oh, unlimited? Really?
Yeah. I
No
looted one at
kidding.
Chinook River, yeah. Pretty rare, but yeah, they loot unlimited chips and electric 4s or whatever.
I'd like to get some of those in. I'm gonna eventually start getting in some of the better ones for the rental shop. That's what I'm hoping to do. And like, it hasn't been going that fantastic as far as the frequency of the rentals yet. I guess I haven't been spending enough time doing advertisements in game lately for it. I gotta get up to doing that again.
Yeah.
But like, the one thing I wanted to do is have the Melee Trauma Amp 6. I have to get one. I sold the Castorian Combat Mace Mark III because it was a lot of peds sitting there. They went up in value, so I made money on having owned it, type of thing. I was never able to use it. I won't be able to use it for years,
Yeah.
So it's like, it made no sense. I've got my Firefly that I'm working towards. That's my big ticket item, and I will be using that. Hopefully, not too far from now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I've got that I'm working towards. So I sold it, and I'm gonna buy the trauma amp and then use the rest of the peds and just grind, trying to get my levels up a bit. Oh my god, there's so many Molisk. How many is this tonight? This is 770 mobs, somewhere around there tonight.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, I've been thinking about trying to do some partnership with like a CBD website for like CBD gummies and oils and stuff.
That's becoming a big thing now. I see that stuff everywhere.
Yeah, some kind of affiliate thing with that, like some company, and then use blip billboards to do advertisement to draw like traffic to the website.
Right.
We take like the affiliate link itself, which will be fairly long or whatever generally, and then just register a domain name and then redirect it to the, just do a redirect.
Right.
That way I can sit there and gather like traffic hits or whatever off the billboard. Tell me how many people actually do like the pass through in it. So yeah, it's pretty reasonable, man. It's like, I think $10 a day, I think, is like the minimum you can do on the campaign. It's just like 250 some uh, what they call blips or whatever in advertisements, like 7 to 10 seconds.
Ah, okay.
You're able to avoid.
That's one thing I wish this game did better, is their advertising system
Yeah,
for businesses and stuff. I wish, A, that there was much more billboards and ways to see them and stuff like that. And I wish it was a little cheaper, because right now it's the price for doing advertisements and stuff is ridiculous. I really don't know where this game's headed, man. I keep thinking that the things might be leveling off, and that start to show some improvement, and then we get a migration like this, and everybody's ped cards tank this migration for the most part.
yeah.
At least everybody that hunted Yeoman. Yeoman have not been giving it up. It's Longtooth have been fair from what I've seen, but Yeoman not so much this migration.
Yeah, I'm 101 of them.
I haven't either. I've stayed the hell away. Talk about mobs that aren't effective for skilling whatsoever.
Yeah, it's just because, not because I don't have the skills and can't do them. It's just
Right.
like you have to have such a huge bankroll, and the fact is, them being so horrible, it could be easy to lose, a couple $100 on them.
Oh yeah. I mean, it was basically turned into easy come, easy go for me, because you remember that one year that really propelled me forward with being able to do stuff in game again. I had, that 1,670 ped loot, and then next year I lost over 1,000 ped that migration. Hey, Bellu, how's it going, man?
Yeah, that happens.
We're out here on the Molisk Hill. Me and Barter been at it for a while now. I was here for about an hour before he got here. I've killed 800 mollusks tonight. Oh god. The most mobs I had killed was merp though. I had so many merps killed just because it was so easy to kill. I was killing 700 merps an hour. So that one night I had like, I don't know, I was like 1,420 mobs killed. I did 2 hours that one night, something like that. It was something stupid.
Yeah. I gotta do a higher maturities now. Are you on that?
Yeah, I did. I am on that. And you know what? There isn't a good spawn for it. I've looked. I have done my research. I have not found a good spawn for it. Bello, do you know any a merp spawn that we should know about for the bronze merp mission? Let's see. Boy, we cleared them out. This is a lot denser.
Yeah. I just need one golden mollusk. 2K mollusk would be amazing right now.
Merp. For a larger maturity merp. We know a great spot for the little ones. We're trying to find a spot for the bigger ones that's dense. Man, if I had a dense merp spot for the higher maturities, I'd do it in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Oh man, looks like loot's starting to turn a little sour here. Either that or it's saving up, you know?
Yep. I remember seeing one land area, but it was like mixed in with other mobs. Like
Yeah. There's a lot of them that are like that. That's how it is. I found one. What's that? The lootable PvP zone that's on Eudora. Is that PvP 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's the zone that's southwest of PvP 4. There's a bunch of mixed mobs out there, and one of them is like it's a low concentration of merps of higher maturities mixed in with a bunch of random things. No, we got coordinates here. Do you know if it's just the merps there? Where is this? All right, so we got 6-3, 8-1. Six, 3, 1, 1, 2. All right, so he says about right up there. So that's young to dominant. Is there any that have like a provider or like dominant and up type of thing? Do you know if there's any that has the high just the higher maturity? If it goes up to dominant though, that means it should be a fairly high number of them that are higher maturity, right? I would think.
Yeah, I mean, dominant would be okay.
That's how many maturities up? Is that 6?
Isn't that one spawn like out by Fort Argus?
Fort Argus.
Kind of down that cliff. Kind of like
Boy,
where
I
you get the MERP Iron Mission Broker thing there or whatever.
Oh, jeez.
I think there might be some higher maturities there.
Fort Argus.
Yeah, I think there is. They're not as
Oh, that's the one I'm talking about. That's southwest of PvP4, isn't it? That's where Fort Argus is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the spot I'm talking about. Yeah, it's mixed in with other mobs.
Yeah, it's mixed in.
I'll check that spot out though, because if that's young to dominant, that means what? So it's young, mature, old, provider, guardian, then dominant.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. So if it goes to dominant, that means your average maturity is probably old, which is what you want. We need old and higher. So even if you get, a few of the lower maturity ones mixed in there, I mean, you're still getting fantastic skill gains from them. It's just part of the hunt,
Yeah.
I'll have to go check that out, because that might be a worthwhile spot then. I'll go have a look at it, because I might go try a few of them after I'm done. Well, I'll go look at it at least. And then try a few after I'm done with a 5k mollusk.
Pretty sure it's an untaxed area over there, isn't it?
Yeah, oh yeah. Almost everything on Eudora is untaxed, which is what's so nice about it. I was very happy to find this spot untaxed. I mean, the only spot that you can go to and hunt mollusk. Meanwhile, it's nothing like this. It is not as dense. There's enough mobs, but it's not this dense. Is Angelica's Paradise.
Yeah.
It's just a fucking 5% tax rate, and I hate that place. 5%'s way too high. It should not. There should be no tax that high on this planet. I don't care what's there. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's horrendous. They just killed the, pretty much killed it for most people, I think, because you can go out, I think, to the Fort Troy jungle, I think is, forget if there's a tax out there or not. Like
for the Prodrons? No, there's none. You can just go out there and hunt to your heart's content. No.
That's a fun place at times, though, man. I've hit some pretty good ones out there.
Yeah, we were out there with the whole wolf pack that one day, remember? I got that on stream. I do have that on stream. So what exactly happened with some of those guys? They just went on and started doing other things then? They kept up with Eve and stuff like that, and they kind of drifted away from playing Entropia?
It's just really crazy because, like, Mike Mouvet, how lives in Florida, he basically kind of was just like, he joined the wolf pack, and then he basically got another society to join, sort of like the wolf pack, to kind of like, because their society really wasn't doing much.
Yeah.
At the time, Mike was just one of those guys that he was kind of just like just a big gambler. Like, you just what I mean by just big gamblers, like he was really big into explosives. Just
Yeah, yeah.
you know,
He lost
sort of like how
thousands of dollars, right?
yeah, like he was right down, I think, down to about $25,000 in loss
Oh
in
my
trophy.
god.
So he was right about my profession 50-ish or something like that in pyrokinetics.
Was that Diamond? Was that Diamond? Was that his name?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, Diamond Kitty Rampage.
Yeah.
So he just had a day out there at Jura Plateau. Man was hunting those Kerberos,
Yeah.
and Mindark was doing an update, and he got a no loot. So the creature has no loot on it.
Wow.
So after the after the loot
Yeah.
2.0 thing, he was just
Yeah.
like it was the last straw for him. He contacted support, and then they instantly closed support on this ticket. He just spent so much money in the game that he was just like, well, screw it, I'm done. And so he just started investing more heavily into his business, the money he was putting into Entropia, and
Right.
because he's got a business down in Florida, 813 Tech. He does like computer repair stuff like that.
Yeah.
So he's growing quite nicely now since he's not playing Entropia because he's putting all his money into that.
Right.
And he just kind of like, I guess, just lost focus with his business because it'd be easy to sink that much money into this
Oh,
game.
easily, yeah. Well, that's good that he's got his priorities straightened out. Then that he needed to do that because from day one, he never played this game right. Now, you and me both know that from how he was. He would ask for advice and he would never ever take it. I can't remember one thing where he actually took advice.
Yeah, and he Saul, man, he came over with the other society, and he was kind of in the same predicament. He would just kept losing money, and we had Eric Van Grant or whatever. He was what I would call like just a planet hopper, just this planet to planet to planet. Like, oh, let's go hunt this. Oh, let's go to this planet. Oh,
Yeah.
just
Let's count up
it's almost
our
just
travel fees per day.
yeah, it's just kind of like a attention deficit disorder entropy
Right.
player. It's like, oh wow,
Oh, there's
wow,
enough
squirrel.
of them. There's enough of them.
And so yeah, he Saul, man, he it was just really interesting because he when he was getting ready to quit, he just like wrote out this big will and everything. Man, it was just crazy. He just like, okay, you guys get this part of this, you guys get this part
Really?
of this. And so I got all the skills out of his avatar. So anytime I get an ESI, I just contact him through Discord, and he logs in, and we just load up. You
Jeez.
get free skills.
That's
So
pretty
he
sweet.
he put I think close to, I would say at least $6,000 to $7,000 into his avatar
Oh
and
my god. Yeah.
different things, and so like
That's really
all
easy to do. That
my so a lot of my skills now are starting to be grafted in from other avatars because I can get for free.
Yeah, because you
or
got
whatever.
two guys now that have quit.
Yeah. So it's just interesting that
Yeah, you lost
how
two.
that goes.
Yeah, two guys, and then there was another guy I remember. I think he was from Eve, and he played with us in Entropia like once. He had this really deep, gruff kind of voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, is he still around, or did he end up taking off too?
Red Girl, I think it was. It was Red Girl, which is like from Great Britain or something like that. And then you had Alexander. He was a guy that, man, he just kept using like high level equipment, and he just didn't have the skills to use it. And then he'd just be like, man, why am I losing so much money?
Well, I wonder why.
He was using like a Terramaster 4, and he's like, Profession 3 or something like that.
Yeah.
But it's just crazy, and
400.
we had some good times, but it's just like this game, man, is just like can steal from you so quick or
Oh, it
bless
can
you
destroy
so quick.
people. This game can destroy people so easily, especially people. I'd say the saddest thing that I've ever encountered in this game. Do you remember Wallen Rygodimus?
Wallen,
Do you remember him? Wallen. It was in he was in Narfi's society.
Okay.
So I hung out with him a ton. We were always going and doing hunts and stuff like that. And after a while, I mean, I noticed he had a big time gambling problem, right? And he didn't have the money to do that. Never really had the money to do that. So he'd go away from the game from long amounts of time, and he'd come back finally because he's able to save up enough money, and then he'd lose it all so quick. He'd buy equipment because he'd have like one really good hit, win a couple thousand ped, and then like I'd ask him, like 3 days later, where's your couple thousand ped? And it's like it's gone already. It's like, oh god, man. So he kept doing that, and then it got to the point where he was so into the game. At one point, he actually stole from his grandmother in order to have money for a deposit, and then he lost it all on a mining run.
Yeah.
And it's like that's not good when you're doing that. This is a game. You shouldn't be doing that type of shit. You shouldn't be taking money from people for any reason, but it's certainly not to put into a stupid MMO.
Yeah.
So that is how much the game ruined him.
Yeah, I've been playing, I guess, off of MasterCard for a while. What I mean by that is I get reward points.
You get the reward points, yeah.
So I basically just buy stuff, and then I pay my credit card off to zero by the month, end of the month, and then my reward points get posited in the game.
Exactly, yeah.
It's been working for me. It's just like free ped in a way. Well, it's not free per se, but
right.
Stuff I'd be spending anyway.
Right, yeah, it's not money you're missing.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it could easily be done, if you get into that like addiction kind of thing, and then it's just like almost like your heroin hit or your drug addiction. You're just like, I got to get the next hit. Where's it coming from?
Exactly.
And then you're stealing people's credit cards or debit cards, and
oh my! And then like the people that like they buy their equipment, and then to them it's like basically like water. Like an easy come, easy go type of thing. Like you buy your piece of equipment, like. And then 4 days later, they don't have the peds to use it, so it's immediately sold again. That type of thing. For like a massive loss. Just to be able to get the extra peds, to be able to get that sale done quickly. God, what did I just... Level 13 decoy dispenser, great.
I think the whole like controlling your emotions is key, because sometimes you just get like... the things that people TT is insane, like markup wise. Like you'll see people, man, like they'll have like a markup of 160, 170% items, and they'll just TT it.
Oh, I know.
Need the pets. I just
can't go doing that shit. Just cannot do it.
That's how you survive, is on markup, man. It's like.
$500 ped, $12.50. 500 and $12.50. What is that? That's $17.50.
Yeah. Man, we're due for a global, man. Either one of us, man.
24.35. So I started out with like 2,800, 2,900 ped. Just between my shrapnel and my eye oil and what's left on my blade, I've got like 2,450 ped. And I've got 100 ped worth of sockets, almost 75 ped of leather, 38 ped of Molisk enamel buttons. So I'm doing 38 ped of diluted sweat. We are totally due, but still your return percentages on these guys are really good. If I could end up with a 90% return from this run, I'd be thrilled after this all this before markup, 90% before markup, and then make a little bit more. Like before I started today. Ooh, Brewkite. I haven't seen Brewkite in a long time. There we go. How many did I get? 188 Brewkite.
There you go. Decent hit it. Little bonus.
Yeah. I've been keeping my eyes open more for stuff like that lately. I've been finding a lot more fruit. Though I think also I attribute it to the fact that I'm just hunting more.
Yeah.
You know, if you're out hunting all the time, you're just always out in the field doing shit, you're bound to find more fruit. Alright, I've got 3 minutes left on my loot pill, and I think after that I'll probably call it a night.
Roger.
Let's get come on. We are seriously due, though.
I was just surprised. I haven't been even like just a 20 pet or something.
I know, we've been... Now, I mean, loot past 200 ped worth of grinding here for me, at least. Loot's been... It's definitely dried up. I haven't had a nice one yet. And it's infuriating. I want to look at this right now. How bad is this tier? Well, there's your problem. It's the shittiest tier on the entire damn blade. Man, the tiers on this blade really do suck.
Yeah.
On my my Bycac Blix, I spent the big money. I tiered it to 7. It's tier 7 now.
Oh dang.
Yeah, this bastard hits hard when I put some enhancers on it. It's still 7.0, and I have put 1,600 ped through it, and it hasn't moved from 7.0.
Yeah.
Oh, it was the stupidest thing, too. I got impatient. I was feeling really impatient. Talking about, you know, things like you get impatient and shit like that. I had one really impatient night. And I was trying to find somebody, you know, that I knew that would come online that has a high tier upgrader. You know, and yeah. Octuma was busy that night, and Hijacker had just logged off. So it's like, oh my god, I'm gonna eat the extra money that it's gonna cost to get this tier upgrade done. But I'm gonna do it. I want to get it done. I do it. It was about, after markup, close to 300 ped, which actually is not that bad for tier 7. It could be a lot worse than that.
Yeah, that's not terrible.
It's not terrible. So that's why I was considering it in the first place. It wasn't that bad of a tier cost. So I did it. I got back like 3 ped. That was not a fun return whatsoever. Oh, come on, let's get this level up. Come on. Let's make it official. It says that I have it on the skill bar, but I need it official. There it is. Woo! That's a good one. Level 28 Knife Fighter hit.
Yeah, I think I'll probably get the Arson 310 to tier 8 probably before Merry Mayhem. But...
So you're gonna try to go all out at Mayhem this year?
I don't know how I'm gonna play it this year. I mean, it's just so, you know, a lot of it is just the time it takes, man. Like to compete and stuff. Like,
oh yeah,
I mean, you know, I forget who it was. One guy was saying like, you're gonna do like the upper, you know, like category. I would say the category 3, category 4. You know, you're earning about $250 a day,
right,
for 20 some days straight. So you know you gotta at least have 5K, 50,000 pads to even consider, you know, to compete. Then you gotta hope that you hit something decent during it. You know what I mean? That's gonna carry you through the rest of it.
Right.
I mean, you could put $5,000 in and run like halfway through the event and just have Mind Dark just bleed you dry, and you're like, oh, I gotta quit, you know. And then what do? You know, you're just like, well. So it's just insanity, you know. But I understand, I guess, you know, if you have the equipment to do it, but
right,
if you don't have the equipment, I mean, you don't really have a chance, you know.
Yeah, I mean, if you only have to come up with ped for cycling, you don't have to come up with new ped. I mean, new gear every year, trying to, especially like getting limited guns to a tier that are like necessary to be able to compete. You know, just like going through a bunch of limited guns to get them high into tier. Because that's what I did for a little bit. Because I was going to compete a little bit, but I just ran out of ped. You know, I didn't have a lot of ped to start with. I was hoping, I was just going kind of all out. And I was using the Scroff. That's when I borrowed the Scroff. I just
Yeah.
lost so many pets. It was just with all the damage enhancers and everything. Oh, it was gone. That's why I can't wait. I can't wait to be able to use the Genesis Firefly. Once I can use the Genesis Firefly, the damage enhancers aren't gonna hurt so bad anymore. Because it does, it starts out at 90 damage. It's your max. Your max is 90 damage, so you're at least getting 9 damage per enhancer. So you're not, it's not a waste of an enhancer type of thing, And it's only 45 attacks, so it's slower, but you're getting that nice hefty damage with it. So it's a more economical setup. That's why people that buy Arc Sparks, I have no idea why people buy Arc Sparks. I mean, I understand if you're using it like as kind of an unenhanced eco hunter with a melee trauma amp 6, because a melee trauma amp 6 fits on it, then you can do, really good grinding like that. But if you buy like a high tier one, there's literally no point, because it's so pricey. It is so pricey. If you have 7 damage enhancers on there, its attack speed is 70. Its attack speed is freaking 70. That thing is going to tear through enhancers so fast, and you're going to lose your shirt.
Yeah.
That's why, I mean, Hijacker did it right. He went with swords. I wanted to do knives just to do a little something different. And because I knew it was super fast. Knives are the fastest thing, really, to skill, melee-wise. Unless you can find an unlimited power fist, which is very difficult to do. There isn't that many around. But knives are super easy and super fast to skill because they're a fast item. So that's why I got that. But Hijacker's fucking sword, his rainbow sword is what, 170 damage, I think, 168, something like that, base damage. Yeah. And with enhancers, it brings it up. And his melee trauma, this is Trauma 10 Fen Edition. I think he does like 340 damage or something.
Yeah.
At 37 attacks type of thing, and then you add like 25% reload from his rings on that, and he's up, in the 200 something DPS range. So
definitely be able to take Molisk and all that.
Oh, he soloed Eoman Guardians, and he was really close to soloing Alphas. He could with, if he had a better healing device. Like, he had his one healing device on him was his limited mod fap. He's got a limited mod fap for emergencies. If he wanted to use that, he could do old Alphas no problem. But he doesn't have a good healing kit right now. That's the one thing he wants to invest in. Well, he got screwed out of the Mayhem, dude. He got screwed out of Easter Mayhem. He thought he was going to do a lot better, and he ended up placing he thought he was going to get second place for the thing where you have to kill all the creatures just as fast as you can, and they come up with like a singular time for it, and you got to do it in the shortest time possible. Because that doesn't take as much ped to do a run. So he does that, and then he goes after that and does the, whatever 15 or 20 hours that he has to get in for a Mayhem thing. He didn't place. He placed 11th in Annihilation. Didn't even place, really, for that. Didn't place. And then he placed like 3rd when he should have placed 2nd. Somebody just beat him at the last second. So he missed out. He was going to have the fucking perfected Hedok. And he missed out on it. Missed out on it by like a couple hundred tokens or something. So he's got to wait now for the next Mayhem event, which is Halloween, I think.
Yeah.
So I think he'll be in a lot better mood when he has that, because he just lost 12,000 ped on Eoma in this migration.
Yeah.
So he's just trying to get his damn mission done. He finally finished it, and he says he's done with them for good. I don't blame him, because we were getting shit out there. Best thing we had, we had a 750 ped Hoff. That was his best thing. That hunt, like the one we got the 750 ped, was only 150 ped profit. All the other hunts were like 400 to 500 ped loss.
Yep.
So it was brutal. It was fucking brutal out there. So I'm glad I was not participating in migration mobs this year. That's all I know.
Yeah, I mean, I've hopped a couple times on Eomon, but for the most part, man, they just eat my lunch.
Oh yeah. It can get really bad. Let me get my gear all set so I don't have to do this now. Oh, you son of a get out of here! Oh, you son of a bitch, old alpha Fosterfix. I tell you, they snipe you. They really do. They come running at you. You better have a Hoff in you. No, of course you don't, you little shit. Unequip. That's the wrong tool. I should probably just drag that up so it's closer to C. That's better.
Yeah, I was kind of happy them giving everybody a year, though, like extended for the mission thing they're planning to implement. The third quarter of 2019, I guess they're supposed to change things with the whole mission system in this game.
Yeah.
Find a new way to screw people over.
Yeah, I know. But, you know, like, to me, the big problem is, I see this as a problem. Everybody is always just, you know, you go and you hunt a few mobs here. Like you just said about that one guy with the attention deficit disorder. You go hunt a few here, you hunt a few there, you hunt a few there. The best way is just to go through until you're done with a stage. I mean, you don't have to get through a whole chain, but I like the idea of hunting one mob until you're done with at least a stage of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know, and it can get boring doing that, especially when the 5 or 10K. But like all the missions and stuff that are like to 1K, that shouldn't be any issue whatsoever to be able to get through most of them. You know, I mean, if you're hunting a higher level mob and you have to kill 1,000 of them and you got the equipment to do it, you probably can get through 1,000 of them in not that much time. With whatever you're using, and then you focus on that, you get those ones done, then you get whatever other missions done that you have to, that you got work into. What I would not do, say you're like 4,000 mobs into a super high level mob mission chain, that's probably the last one I'd touch. I'd get all the other ones done that I had started first. So people are complaining because I got all these open missions and they're not prioritizing which ones to get done. But I'm lucky in that I stuck with most of my chains, and I don't have anything that's open that I care about. You know, I got most of these things. I finished 100 spider Argos and stuff. I got 117. These like they're like stage 1 or 2 things. It's the things I've wanted to hunt. You know, I'm 0 out of 5,000 on Droka. I finished my 1,000 Droka. I did that. I made sure to get that done. Drone is the one thing I'm going to get finished soon. I just worked on them. Drone I'm going to get done really quick. The 3,000 point mission for them at least. So, I mean, Tracegaron's done. I don't even have that on my list anymore. Merp is done. Longu, I stopped right at the 10K. I didn't kill a single another one. I got my 5K done.
Gotcha.
But,
what about Ambu?
Ambu, I don't think I touched them. Let me see. Did I do one? No, I'm 108 out of 600 points. Never touched them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I did all Ambus.
Very specific mobs. Like the only one that I would miss, and I don't even want to do it now. So like, cause you know the amount that you learn over time about the game. There's no good spot to hunt Atrax untaxed. Little ones.
Yeah.
You know, I'm 427 out of 1,000 of them. I don't consider that a big deal. I got the skills from hunting them. I'm okay with that. I went and I finished my 4,800 Helix, my 4,800 Oro on Arcadia to get those out of the way. So those are done. So there's a couple more I got to clean up. But other than that, I'm just focused on doing new missions. I'm just starting new ones and focusing on whatever has the lowest, you know, the best HP to level ratio for getting Knife Fighter quick. I mean, Jesus Christ, I gain like 37% of a level twice. So I gained like 60, 62 something for 64% of a level tonight in Knife Fighter just from the Molisk we killed.
Mm-hmm.
I killed almost 1,000 Molisk tonight. So that was quite a bit. I am ready to call it a night though, I think.
Yeah.
I'm pretty tired. So, anyways, thanks to everybody who watched the stream. Appreciate it. If you like what you saw, make sure you hit that follow button. You're going to see a lot more Molisk slaying action. Might have Barter back out here in the coming days at some point again. It was a lot of fun having you here with me tonight, man.
Yeah, been great.
So
thanks for having me.
Yeah, hopefully we get some good loots next time because we got to make up for this. That was we did okay for a while, but we can do better. I know we can.
Yeah.
So, At any rate, have a good night, everybody, and take care.
Take care.